Welcome, Capricorn. This is your weekly focus for the week of June the 17th. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. So let's go right to the cards and see, Capricorn, what it holds for you. Okay, we're going to put that back. Some good cards. Oh, I hope they show up again. Okay. But there was 3 of them, and that was too many. So let's just put them back into the deck, shall we? Okay, let's see what the cards have to reveal for you. Well, they really wanted to be mixed up, didn't they? Okay, here we go. And I did clear them, so... Our underlying energy is, look at this, the Empress appears. This is about giving birth to something, planting the seeds, allowing your creativity to flow, your intuition and your innovative ideas come to life. King of Pentacles for our first card. So this is about prosperity. This is about growing your abundance, growing your prosperity, taking a risk on yourself. We don't want to do a major overhaul in our world. We want to stick with the tried and true, but we also need to infuse some practical changes, innovative changes into the mix. Now, Our crown is a living vine, so I do know that we have to have new ideas, innovative ideas, creative ideas, maybe allowing our self-expression to go. The King of Pentacles is a king that sits on the tried and true. That's how he becomes the richest, wealthiest king in the deck. Because he weighs out the risk. But will he take risk? Absolutely he'll take risk. Sometimes what seems like incredible risk, but he's thought it through. He knows within his own heart that it's really not an incredible risk. If everybody just look at what is being shown to them, but you see it, he sees it. So it could be where you see how you can grow abundance in your life, prosperity in your life, love, joy, good health, in new and innovative ways. And we're planting the seeds to do just that. The 7 of Wands. This is a declaration. This is, maybe you need to make your own mantra for yourself or your own mission statement. Maybe this is a week to write down your mission statement of who you are, what you stand for, where you're going, and why you're doing what you do in life. To blend it all together. This is before you turn on this giant new path of yours. And you make that declaration of who you are and where you're going, what you want to step into, what you want to experience, where you want to grow. You could be having conversations about that, absolutely. You could be in the workplace saying, no, I need to do this, or my want is to do this, or you're trying to lead people in a certain direction. That could be in the workplace. You're trying to lead people into the direction you need them to go, or maybe you're service in the community and you're trying to lead people to and direct them into wise choices or ways of growing the prosperity or the abundance of that organization, of that business. Maybe it's just a single person. Maybe you're stating some things within your relationship, things of how things need to be going forward, and look towards collaborating that intertwining love and respect into doable actions to bring in more harmony, joy, beauty, and a growth, a bond within the relationship, to take it deeper to a newer level, just because of being strong. And I've had this for a couple now, where it's this very strong inner core that leads us this week. And I think, you start out with the King, and then you're talking, well, we start out actually with the Empress. You are very diplomatic this week. You do have very high intuition this week. That is just part of the Empress's energy. And you're full of inspiration, creativity. I think there's something very motivating this week for you that really makes you stand up and say, this is how I'm going to create my tomorrow, or this is how my tomorrow is going to look, one step at a time. The Hermit is being very present, being very in the moment. Okay, the Hermit's one that goes into the cave, goes into the desert, sits in quiet contemplation, understands exactly what they bring forward when it comes to their achievements, professional and personal, where they have balance in their life, what surrounds them with beauty, what surrounds them that are actual tools that they can go forward with, and then they start to make a plan towards that next beacon of light, that next moment of great success. And working towards those goals and towards those dreams, making that plan, seeing your footsteps, and then unleashing yourself to the world. Overriding this energy is the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles, Sag had this card in the exact same place, but I'm not getting the same thing. Sag had a meaning that I've never given, I think, for the card before. There's a path of abundance awaiting for you. What is holding you back? What is limiting you? Is it responsibility or an obligation that you feel that you have to fulfill? You have to be there. You have to be the person doing it in order for it to get done right. Let go of it, okay? It'll get done. Maybe not as great as how you did it, but it'll get done. Maybe it's only 2 people to do it. Who knows? But does it move you forward? Does it give you some kind of value in your life going forward? There's certain things you have to exceed in the job of giving to the job, but they give you a paycheck for it. This is like, no, I'm getting kind of the same thing. It's allowing where you've given your power away to bring it back, to take ownership of it again. Where you gave of yourself very willingly and didn't get any really true reward back from the experience. Where you are the person that is there to help and to organize and to help and organize and bring things, into a stability many times. The rational approach, we'll do it step by step, we'll get it done this way, and how it was received and probably abused in many situations, because once they know you have these talents, well, they want you on their team, don't they? Because you're going to be able to do it, and they're going to take advantage of your talents instead of embracing and raising you up because of your talents. So maybe where and who you give your energy to, certain environments, certain groups of people, certain people or individuals. Supporting this energy is your learning experiences right now. So if you're going through struggles, know that they're there for a reason. It's in order for you to grow, expand, and become more aware of something in your life. That gives you the knowing of how you are going to step forward, of how you are going to regain your power going forward. So this could be competitions. This could be, so if you're going for an interview or something, that's important for you to bring your best to the table. Absolutely. But you need in some way to allow other people, they're bringing their best to the table too and making space for them. So there is kind of competition here, but it's fun competition. It's through growth and learning that needs to happen here. But that gives you a very firm foothold in where you want to go going forward. So allow go with the flow of what's ever happening. Maybe you're doing a workshop or something like that that's allowing you this experience of knowledge and wisdom. But there's something supporting it. Maybe you've just recently done something like this in the past, which is actually supporting this energy, this new growth coming your way. We start out the week. Queen of Wands, enthusiastic, ready to, get the show on the road. Very independent in who you are and where you want to go and what you want to grow and expand on. I saw her earlier and I'm seeing her again as, yes, the mountains are in the background. So the mountains, we have actually got our back to the successes that we've already had in our life. So part of this card is you are very aware of what you've already done in this world, your successes, your accomplishments. And this kind of gets you very enthused. Now you're looking at things and you see that you want the practicality, you want the stability, you want the knowing, you want the groundedness, but you also want to go into, you have this urge for passion, this urge for desire, this urge to go forward in some way. And something, I get this more of a recent past for you because it's supporting all this energy, allows you to stand in your truth and your authenticity and say, this is who I am and this is who I want to be going forward. That's when you go into the cave. That's when you go into the desert. That's when you go and you look at what you have in your surroundings, but also you start to strategize your plan to go forward. As we leave the week, we have the Nine of Swords, and you're going to start worrying about all that little stuff that isn't going to matter right now, okay? So, let's see here. We have the Nine of Swords. Maybe we're just tying up all those little worries and concerns in our life. Maybe we're allowing them to come to the forefront so that we can go forward. Maybe we realize where we have wasted our time, our energy, our resources working on somebody else's agenda rather than our own agenda going forward. This is a time when we start to see where we have hindered ourselves, put our own tripwire in place in the past, how we will be able to prevent ourselves from doing that going forward. This is about trying to regain a new comfort zone, our break away from the comfort zone, and therefore you feel like there's 1,000,001 what ifs. That could be as well. You do have the full moon, I believe, this week in your house. So this is a lot about letting go. And so you could leave the week with more concerns than you definitely walked into, but it's in order to clear that path forward for yourself. So where the limitations are, where the obstacles are, what holds you back, what is stunting your growth is what I hear. What makes you feel exposed or out of control, okay, are also things that I'm getting in here, to look at those things, to remedy those things. So when it comes time for the new moon to appear, you know exactly, because this is all about the rebirth, the birth of something wonderful, the rebirth of you potentially. But the birth, the allowing your creativity to flow, your intuition to flow, to tap into your intuition. Absolutely. It will lead you in the right places. You may not like what you see. It may upset you more but you want to see those things because you want to remedy them. You want to remove those things from your path so you have a straight path forward. Okay? This is the details of the plan in order to step into. Let's see what work and career has. Look at that. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. Really working towards clearing your path so that you do come across this brand new path. And you might come across that path this week, and now you know that maybe you have to move, or maybe you have to arrange for transportation, or maybe you need a whole new wardrobe, or maybe you need floor space, but this new opportunity emerges. Maybe you meet certain people. Okay, and you stood up and you said it, and more than one person heard of where you're going forward. This can definitely be a crowd that we were talking to at the time without even realizing it. Could be at the family dinner table. All of a sudden you blurted out what you plan on doing going forward. But this is a brand new path opening up to ourselves. This is full of prosperity. This is full of abundance. This could be your destiny. This could be your legacy. And it's not the first time I've said that throughout these readings this week. Okay, let go. In order to embrace that opportunity had its highest beckon and call for you. Let's go to love and relationships. We have the Page of Cups. Oh my gosh, it's like, it's the fairy tale kind of energy when it shows up in your love and relationships. Let's see here. It's giving birth to new energy, new relationships, new people. I also get this as a strong pull that if you are trying to get pregnant, this would be a very fertile week for you. So, but this is, yeah, expecting to be put on the pedestal, expect to be admired and loved and cherished, and allow those dreams to come true. I mean, yeah, so this is just taking, the tried and true and what's working, but you add in some kind of something different, a spark of magic enters the relationship. Especially if you're in a relationship and you're going through difficult times right now, this is the spark that just reunites you. And you see it. You see that spark, okay? You'll see it this week, okay? I know that because I'm pulling for the energy of this part of the reading, which is the earlier part of the week. So I do know that whatever kind of magic is infused, maybe you're invited on a trip with another couple or something, and it just gives you time away from reality long enough to reconnect as a couple. It could be something like that. It could be renewing the wedding vows. It could be proposals. It could be marriage. It could be stepping into your best life ever. All of a sudden, all those superficial dates you went on, this one matters. This one, it could be somebody of wealth, somebody of great recognition, somebody of great stability, great wisdom can come into your life right now. Absolutely. Or they could have a very soft and beautiful nature and love and adore you in all the right ways. And it's about raising your enthusiasm. So maybe getting out and socializing with purpose to meet that special someone could definitely be something. It could be through you saying, I'm going this way, that you step into this kind of fairy tale like serendipity kind of energy where things just come together. I don't really, I'm kind of pulling for, so what should we do practically? And I get nothing here. It's like, let the universe, let the divine just take care of everything for you. Just be open to the experience and expect the experience, the magic to happen. And yeah, you might have some like little moments of inspiration, the candlelit dinner or the moonlit walk on the beach or something to enhance romance and beauty within the relationship. But for the most part, there's magic around you and within you. So maybe utilizing both. Absolutely. Okay, let's get our final card. We're going to lay it on top of the Seven of Wands, and it's the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is no man's land. The Knight of Wands says you're in this moment of time before you go forward to one. Okay, so we're walking along. We're riding the stallion along our path, and we stop and we dismount and we drop to a knee. Okay. The first thing we need to do is look behind us and see just who we are and how special we are, how wonderful we are, to see our accomplishments, our joys, our celebrations, and be thankful for those moments because it's molded us into the person we are today. The second part is the here and now and being very grateful and thankful for what you already have to work with, who's in your life, your environment perhaps. Maybe it's the people at work, maybe the people within the community, maybe it's the special things that surround you in life. And before you get back up on your stallion and ride out towards your next new sunrise, you ask for a straight path, you ask for the wisdom, you ask for the protection, you ask for the love, for the knowledge to come in to this path going forward for you. That it be straight, that it be, no perils. No perils, like I've used that word before. Okay, until we meet again, remember, I do love you.